if you haven't gotten a decal set because you didn't know how to apply it, that excuse does not work anymore. Because applying decals is actually pretty easy. It's as long as you take your time, you can get a nice application and without any bubbles. So to apply some decals, you're going to need a surface. I'm going to use my 71-inch slick, and I'm going to install my decal right here on the elevator. And of course, you're going to need your decal. All these decals are from B&E Graphics with an X. It's at bandegraphics.com. Very good company with excellent service and great decals. You can even customize your decals, make custom decals. It's all great. Then you're going to need some towels. This is my smoothing tool, so you can smooth your decals. You could use a propeller if you want. Credit card works just fine. You're also going to need some blue painter's tape, masking tape, and some scissors, which are optional. So basically, going over the whole process, first we have to clean the surface, then apply the decal where we want it. Peel off the backing, stick down the front, and then peel off the transfer tape, and I'll go over that, what all that means later. So let's get started. To apply decals, you first need to clean your surface. So I'm using a damp towel. I'm just going to wipe down the area with my damp towel. And then wipe all the water off with my clean towel. And if you look, the surface is very clean. It doesn't have any dirt, dust, anything on it. Now once you've done that, try not to touch where you're going to apply the decal anymore, because your fingers have a lot of oil and grease, which can give you kind of a bad finish. So here's my decals, B&E Graphics logo. First, you're going to want to look and decide where you want to place it. I'm going to have it about like that. So what you're going to need to do, this step I recommend doing it just when it comes from the factory. The transfer tape can kind of lose its stickiness, so you can go over the whole decal before you do anything and just press the transfer tape down. You don't have to do that, but it works pretty well, and it's quite helpful. So then, decide where you want it. Take a piece of blue painter's tape. Any masking tape will really work. Make sure you have it perfectly aligned, because after this, you can't change it. That looks good. So now my decal is taped down, but I can still lift it up. So it's nice, it's taped down. Now before I take it off, what I'm going to do is start from the top, go down, and kind of work my way out in both directions to try to eliminate all the bubbles. Now if you're new to this and you have a really big decal, like that goes down the whole wing, you might want to cut it in half and do it in 2 sections. That's what you would use the scissors for. So I'm going to start. I'm just going to lift it up, and here's this kind of wax paper backing. You can discard that. Then you can see your decals on the transfer paper. So what I'm going to do, holding it here, just going to go down the middle of the decal and work my way out to the sides, and then just go down. Make sure it's nice and adhered, and you can take your masking tape off. Now you're pretty much done. All you have to do is, here is your transfer tape, just peel it off. Now, watch out because the ends of your decal can peel up. If they do, just put the transfer tape down, stick them down, and try to pull it back up. Though that shouldn't happen if you went over it at the beginning. So you can just slowly peel your transfer tape up. Don't rip it off, or oops, if you just rip it off, see there, that's a good example. See how I'm pulling it up and the half of the propeller is coming off? It's going to go down, press that down nice and hard, and slowly peel it off and see if I can get that propeller blade to stick down. And there we go. So there. After that, just peel the rest of it off. See there, I'm having a letter come off. I probably should have pressed it down harder at the beginning. Just peel it nice and slow. Then once you're done here, just take your finger, go over everything once more. And there you go. There is a completed graphics installation that looks really good. And I'm glad to have the B&E Graphics logo on my AJ Slick.